This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat. Now, far. Let's talk about it, man. I knew Scottie Pippen was delusional, man. I knew Scottie Pippen was missing a few fucking screws. I knew that Scottie Pippen was just not clicking on all cylinders. And the reason why I knew this is because I understand the mindset of a Scottie Pippen. I understand that Scottie Pippen has felt like somebody has basically treated him like trash. Scottie Pippen is dealing with his own self-delusion. It's called delusions of grandeur. It's called grandeur of delusions. And Scottie Pippen is dealing with that. He's dealing with the fact that he has delusion of grandeur and he has grandeur delusions. Scottie Pippen is a mental case. Scottie Pippen has told you one side of a story, but then he's turned around and told you another side of a story that makes absolutely no sense with the side of the story that he's telling you in the first place. What this tells you is that Scottie Pippen is off. What it tells you is he's off kilter. What it tells you is that Scottie Pippen has lost his lifeline as a basketball player. What this is telling you is that Scottie Pippen has completely lost himself as an individual and a human being. Scottie Pippen is fucked up. Fucked up people tend to do fucked up shit. Let me say it again. Fucked up people tend to do what's called fucked up shit. You want to know why fucked up people do fucked up shit? Because they are fucked up. What people got to understand is people that are broken, they do broke shit. And people that are hurt people. Scottie Pippen is fucked up. He's broken and he's hurt. Clearly, the tirade in his book denotes that. I know a lot of people are saying they're going to read his book and yada yada. I'm not going to engage into that. I won't read Scottie Pippen's book. The reason why I won't read into that is because I won't let that energy come inside of me. I'll let people give me excerpts of what they were able to get from reading the book. But guys like this, that have this level of hypocrisy, that have this level of double-mindedness. James said it best in the good book. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Scottie Pippen is very unstable in all of the ways in how he's unctioned himself, in all of the ways in how he's governed himself. You have to understand, Michael Jeffrey Jordan has given you the ultimate lifeline as a basketball player. Why would you spit on that? Why would you shit on that? Why would you sit there and take that for what it is? Take it for granted. Well, see, you guys have to understand the mindset of someone that's like Scottie Pippen. Guys like this will always take situations for granted because guys like this, they don't appreciate anything at the highest levels. Scottie Pippen is a person who has basically spit on the fact that Michael Jeffrey Jordan has helped this guy out at the highest levels. When you're dealing with somebody who's helped you out at the highest levels of basketball and you spit on them, you basically tell them that their existence doesn't mean nothing to you. It tells me everything I need to know about you. It tells me everything I need to basically get to the mindset of individually of a person as you are. Because what it's telling me is that you basically don't give two flying fucks about basically putting somebody in their place. You don't give two flying fucks about basically shitting on somebody. You don't give two flying fucks about basically spitting on someone because of the fact that you want to feel good. Scottie Pippen is that person that always wants to feel good. Feel good people, they have a tendency to hurt people. You want to know why they have that tendency to hurt people? Because they always want to fucking feel good. This is not about feeling good. This is about truth-telling. And truth-telling fashion has revealed Scottie Pippen as someone who is hurt, someone who is broken, someone who basically has put himself in a precarious situation to where Scottie Pippen don't give two flying fucks about any damn thing but his own damn rabbit ass self. This is what Scottie Pippen has become. Scottie Pippen has become a laughing stock. You want to know why Scottie Pippen is a laughing stock? It has nothing to do with Michael Jeffrey Jordan and the way Michael Jeffrey Jordan treated him. It just has everything to do with the fact that Scottie Pippen doesn't want to accept the fact that he's always going to be quintessentially known as a Robin. See, Robins will always be what the fuck they are at their truest and their most properest levels. Robins, you want to know why? Because their lifeline, their basketball lineage, their basketball mindset, and their basketball understanding is that of a Robin. Robin can't be Batman. There's a bunch of Robins out there, but there's only one fucking Batman. We've already told you guys this stuff. Scottie Pippen is hurt. The lies that he has fabricated, from basically calling Phil Jackson racist to saying that Phil Jackson is racist because Tony Kukoc took the last shots. Racism, when it comes to clutch factor, has no bearing. It's about if you fucking clutch or not. I don't give a fuck what skin color you are. Are you motherfucking clutch? Can you deliver in the goods? Can you define in the defining moments you being able to put the ball in the basket? Scottie Pippen couldn't do that. Tony Kukoc could. So that's why Tony Kukoc got game-winning after game-winning after game-winning shot. Go look at the 93 and 94 season. Go look at the 94 and 95 season. Tony Kukoc was the closer. This guy was the Croatian sensation. This guy's been closing out basketball games since he was 16 years old. So it's apparent that Tony Kukoc would continue to do these things. Scottie Pippen is bitter. Scottie Pippen is insecure. Scottie Pippen is mad. He's hot and bothered like grits. And he's just basically pouring out a cry for fucking help. But we're not going to cry for help for you, Scottie Pippen. We're going to tell the truth here. You are tarnishing your legacy. Every time you open your mouth, you're making yourself look worse and worse and worse and worse. Scottie Pippen lied about the Bill Cartwright story and basically said that he looked at Bill Cartwright with shame. But if that was the case, why did you apologize? Why did you turn around and cry with Bill Cartwright in them and basically said, I fucked up? It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, Scottie Pippen is the biggest hypocrite the NBA's ever fucking seen. This is the worst kind of Negro to deal with. That shifty, wayward, 50-50 motherfucker. I done told you guys about these individuals. They are double-minded, but a double-minded man, like James said, the apostle, is unstable in all his ways. He's unstable. You can't trust anything that comes out of a double-minded man. Scottie Pippen has went on to talk about in the 92 season, Michael Jordan averaged 30.1 PPG. Scottie Pippen averaged damn near close to 22 points. Yes, he had high assist ratio. Yes, he had high rebounding ratio. But if you look at the stats, who the fuck would give Michael Jordan basically a nod where he didn't deserve it over fucking Scottie Pippen? Does that make sense? Michael Jordan was going to get the MVP because everybody knows his usage rate, what he brings to the table. Him as a basketball player, he's the number one option. To sit there and talk about excerpts from your book that Michael Jeffrey Jordan was selfish when he retired. Motherfucker, Michael Jordan's father passed away, James Jordan. When something happens to your family, it has an instinctual thing in you to where you don't want to do shit, but focus on your family because it's about family first. Ironically, Scottie Pippen's, when his father passed away at 69 years old, Scottie Pippen said, and he was in the NBA at that time playing for the Chicago Bulls, nothing fucking matters. They just went through the Philadelphia 76ers game. He said he didn't remember nothing about that game because he got the phone call from his relatives that his father passed away, his sibling, his brother, 69 years old at that time. Scottie Pippen wasn't trying to hear shit. Isn't that hypocrisy? Isn't that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways? So hold up. You can basically not focus on basketball when something happens to your father, but Michael Jordan can't? Come on, man. It's the human thing to focus on these things. It's the human dichotomy to want to feel these types of things when these things happen to you. Scottie Pippen is a continuum of a non-continuum. Let me say it again. Scottie Pippen is a continuum of a non-continuum. Can I go on? Do you guys want me to keep preaching and teaching? Do you guys want me to keep dropping the gems and the jewels? Well, we're going to do that. So get the notepads out and get to the damn scribbling. And like a turkey, gobble that shit up. Scottie Pippen has talked about in excerpts of his book that Michael Jordan basically didn't want it to come out about what the teammates did because Michael Jordan was insecure about who he was as an individual. And if that happened, it would have brought down his greatness and it would have propped up the greatness of the team. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. And it's only something Scottie Pippen would say. See, I done told you guys about Robins. Robins have a tendency. They have a mindset that when they go into renegade Robin mode, i.e. Red Hoods of the world, they can go rogue on your ass. They can switcheroo on your ass. They can turn shit up and turn it out. They can basically flip mode on your ass. Because when it's all said and done, everything that you have taught them, everything that you have basically showed them as Batman, they try to turn it against you. Ain't that what Red Hood tried to do? Batman was having patience because Batman taught Red Hood everything. You can't teach me everything and think you're going to usurp me. That's what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan's silence is a Batman. Scottie Pippins keep pouring. He keeps throwing punchlines out there. He keeps trying. Jordan's not going to respond. Because true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics at that level, Godzilla edition, they don't respond to the bullshit and the fuck shit. Scottie Pippen is hot and bothered like grits because of the fact that Michael Jordan had the nerve and the gumption and the audacity and the mindset to want to uplift his brother. Isn't that funny? That what Batman did to Robin? Uplift Robin so that Robin could get to the next level, another peak. It's funny how you help somebody, you uplift that person, you bring that person to the next level, and they want to find every mode, every way, every aspect to shit on you. That's exactly what Scottie Pippen's been doing to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. But you would think it would have that effect to where it would hurt Michael Jordan's legacy. But in actuality, it's tarnishing Scottie Pippen's legacy. The more Scottie Pippen talks, the more people will feel ashamed of him. The more Scottie Pippen talks, the more people will sit there and look at Scottie Pippen like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You've been a second fiddle to the GOAT. A guy who's basically made you the greatest second fiddle there's ever been. The example of what a Robin needs to be to a fucking Batman. But that wasn't enough. You got to rewrite your legacy. But you're rewriting your legacy in a tarnishing way. People remembered you to a similitude of greatness as being a fucking Robin. Now, they're not even going to remember you as that. They're going to remember you as the bitter, insecure, miserable as fuck motherfucker in his life. That's hot and bothered like grits because Future and Michael Beasley is ramrodding his chick, looking beta male every more the day fucking passed because of the fact that he hasn't gotten out of his situation. You're supposed to get out of your situation. Have respect for yourself as a fucking man. And when a woman disrespects you like that, you got to tell her ass, look here, motherfucker. I'm getting the fuck up out of this shit. Fuck you. But Pippen couldn't do that. They call him Trippin' Pippen because Trippin' Pippen is cheap. He doesn't tip motherfuckers. Tipping people is the humanitarian thing to do. It's the right fucking thing to do. This comes back universally back to you. There's a lot of shifty shit about Scottie Pippen. A lot of wayward shit about Scottie Pippen. A lot of basically what we would say backwards, 50-50, double-mindedness about this guy. But you know LeBron hearts. See, I told you guys, that's why LeBron James is a poor man's version of Scottie Pippen. If you notice, it's LeBron James fans that support Scottie Pippen. LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologists, LBJ says they support Scottie Pippen because Scottie Pippen was LeBron James before LeBron James. The problem is, this NBA is so watered down. It's so dung and fucking doo-doo that they don't understand that LeBron James in actuality is a poor man's version of Scottie Pippen. That Scottie Pippen is actually greater than LeBron James. They don't know that. And when you tell people that, they laugh at you and they scoff at you. That's what LeBron James is. He's a watered down fucking version of Scottie Pippen. I'm gonna ride a little bit on this one. Scottie Pippen doesn't deserve to be ever talked about in the annals of greatness. He's ruined that. He's ruined the ability for people to even look at him in any mindset, in any definition of him showcasing what greatness is all about. Because Scottie Pippen has told everyone that I don't give a fuck. That when it's all said and done, I really don't care. So because I don't care, I'm going to talk the shit that I want to talk. This is what Scottie Pippen has done. But as basketball fans, as those who are not brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads, those who actually have neuron receptors that have been clicking on all cylinders, those who actually prescribe to anything that is reminiscent of the game of basketball, they understand at its most rudimentary level that Scottie Pippen is full of it. That Scottie Pippen is basically looking for fame to claim. And that Scottie Pippen is looking to prop himself up. Only a motherfucker that has that mindset, only a motherfucker that has that idealism, only a motherfucker that thinks that way would be a person who would shit on Michael Jordan, try to spit on Michael Jordan, and try to basically do everything in opposition against Michael Jordan. This is what Scottie Pippen is. This is what Scottie Pippen represents. And this is his idealism. The question is you as basketball fans, are you going to hold Scottie Pippen feet to the fire? Are you going to challenge Scottie Pippen? Are you going to tell Scottie Pippen, what the fuck are you doing? Are you going to tell Scottie Pippen, you have no right to fucking talk? Because if you do this, if you challenge Scottie Pippen on this level, then these excerpts, this book, all of this nonsense, it goes to the fucking wayside. But this is what happens when we're dealing with a participation award era generation. They accept any bullshit and fuck shit that come their way. That's why He Knows Everything is left to say this. Maybe my basketball standards are too high. Or maybe you motherfuckers can't keep up. Let me say it again. Maybe my basketball standards are too high. Or maybe you motherfuckers can't keep up. Scottie Pippen is the product of basketball standards not being too high. But motherfuckers can keep up. When it's all said and done, Scottie Pippen is a disgrace. He should be sacrilegious in Chicago forever. They should basically unwrite his legacy, and he should ever be known as the Red Hood renegade Robin that went fucking rogue. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the geeks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the geeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.